I promised I would become the server's richest player, and on this SMP, that's not a small goal. Sir Crafsalot currently holds the title. Maxed netherite stacks of diamond blocks. Basically, untouchable wealth. But what he didn't know was that I was already in motion, quietly building away to surpass him. In step 1, I needed the strongest gear possible. Here we go, that is protection 4 on all of this armor. Alright, and now we've fully gotten everything enchanted. I also got a silk touch pickaxe from that. I don't think I really need to do that, but I tried it anyways. I've actually taken that back. I'm going to use my last 2 diamonds to make a new diamond sword and see if I can get another sharpness 5. There we go, I have another sharpness 4 sword. So now we can combine those to get sharpness 5. So now we can head home, go through this portal, and then go through this portal to end up back at spawn. And then I heard someone was selling firework rockets, so I need to find that. A maxed sword. Wow. How much is that? 38 diamonds? 25. Interesting. Mending is 10, so you know that's it's slightly out of my budget. And unbreaking is also 10. I had nowhere near enough for either of those. Well, I couldn't find fireworks, so I'm gonna go back to the Nether. And we're gonna fly this direction to this giant portal. And now on this side, we are going to do some mining. And he's provided pickaxes and shovels so we could do this. But I'm gonna take a silk touch one. Now if I hold down F3 and T while mining, I should manually do it, but that one didn't work. There we go, it worked. So now I can do this hand-free. Well, both of these pickaxes are insanely close to breaking, so I'm gonna take them with me, fly all the way over to my base, and finally go through this portal. But the real reason why I'm back at my base is so I can find a cave. I'm gonna quickly grab some coal so I can make some torches. Now down here, I need to find diamonds. So let's hope we find some diamonds here soon. Just like that, we have found some diamonds. Let's grab these with our silk touch pickaxe. And there's some more down here. Now we're gonna get a diamond montage going to see how many diamonds I can get before day 5,180. So let's get to mining. We have now returned above the surface. It's a few days early as I think I have enough diamonds now. And we got over a stack and a half of diamonds, so I'm gonna use my Fortune 3 pickaxe and get to breaking these. And with all that time, we got almost 3.5 stacks of diamonds. Now we're gonna do the same with the lapis, and from that we got over 5 stacks. So now I'm gonna take this shulker box, head to spawn, and I'm going to buy 3 mending books. And I'm blind, there's actually fireworks right here, so I'm gonna buy some of these. But now I'm gonna head back to the Nether, and then we're gonna go through this portal, and then we are going to go to the end. And quickly we're gonna get some lapis out as I plan to do. So I plan to do some enchanting here. First of all, I'm gonna throw mending onto my silk touch pickaxe, and finally enchant this chest plate, which we're gonna have to do a couple rolls here to get what I want. There we go. That's more like it. I'm gonna throw also mending onto that, and also my last mending book can go into my Fortune 3 pickaxe. Now I want to try and add more to this sword. I'm gonna get to doing the hard work and getting all these levels to enchant it. Looting 3, I will gladly take that. So now I just need fire aspect and knockback. And there's fire aspect. That's just the kind of pair of boots I wanted, so we can disenchant my old boots and start going for feather falling on them. Finally, I can almost max these boots out, and now that is the helmet done, so now I just need to get sharpness 5 on this axe. Well, I returned to the overworld because I needed some books so I can get sharpness 4 for my axe. And I have found a temple. Let's check this place out. And the first chest has... that's nothing good. Well, my food is now finished smelting. We're gonna head back to the end. So now back to work I go. Now finally, we can make another sharpness 4 book to combine with the one I already have. And there we go. So now we can combine these and now throw it onto my axe. Now I just have an extra axe for who knows what. But I have 2 more books, so I'm gonna see what I can get from them. And I got a sharpness 4 book after I struggled to get sharpness 4. Great. So I'll see you guys when I have 2 books that I'm proud with. And I just realized I don't actually have all of the tools in the game. No, we need a spear, and we also need a hoe. So now we're gonna enchant these until we get some good stuff. And that is an amazing spear, my goodness. So let's combine those. After being here for like 2 hours, we have a almost maxed out spear, almost a maxed out hoe, and we also got some pretty good books that I'll probably use in the future. So I'm just going to sit here and get some more XP levels, and then we're going to head out of here. Probably enough levels, let's go home. Now back at the base, I have some things I would like to attend. That does require going back to spawn though. And I need to grab some diamonds. Now I need to buy some mending books because I'm just dead out of them. For now, I'm only going to buy 4 because I just want to get my armor with mending. Now I need to go get some obsidian. And here we go, here's some obsidian. Now 8 is all that I need, so we're gonna head back to the Nether and go below the bedrock. So now I just need to get a blaze rod, which shouldn't be too difficult. Before we found a fortress, we found a bastion, and I'm pretty sure this place has already been looted. So we're gonna keep searching, and up ahead, I see a fortress. And there's some diamonds in a chest here, and a rib armor trim. We're gonna take that. I'm also gonna take everything here, because I am a little broke. But now I'm just going to continue checking the rest of this fortress and getting as many blaze rods as I can. I found a spawner, so this is going to be the prime spot to get blaze rods. Well, after a while we can finally make an ender chest, this is why I came to the Nether. I can grab some more firework rockets, also get hot tourist destination, and take more nether wart. And well, since we're in the Nether, I'm going to search for something that is very important for my armor. A netherite upgrade template. And if this one hasn't been searched, which it seems like it hasn't, it will have what we need. And we have some ancient debris here. This is perfect. We're gonna box ourselves in actually real fast. We got some ancient debris, another spear that we don't need, iron blocks, and yeah, we have pretty much everything we need here. Well, I got everything I need here. I'm getting out of here. So now we can head home. And this portal right here is gonna have to do for now. Well, this is not the place I wanted to be. Well, this is not where I wanted to be, so I'm gonna go back through this portal. This one hopefully is a bit more promising, and that indeed. So it's time for me to go back to the end to put the mending books I bought on this gear. So let's get to repairing all of our stuff. It's all of my mending books, so it's time for me to go home. Well, I am not at my house. I actually went exploring and found the ancient city where I died and lost all of my stuff. So I think I'm gonna quickly loot this place to see if I missed anything. Hopefully not spawn any wardens. Well, I've set a shrieker off. Let's not do that anymore. I'm guessing I've checked all of these chests already, so they probably aren't worth checking again. So I'm gonna head on out of here. But those chests could have something. We're gonna set another shrieker off doing this, but it's gonna be worth it, hopefully. It is. We have it. Let's get out of here. Good thing we have plenty of firework rockets. And now I can truly leave this place. And I just heard a warden spawn. We gotta get out of here. So now I'm gonna head all the way back to spawn. And the new spawn really does look amazing. So now I'm gonna go through this portal, and I'm gonna fly all the way back to our base, which is this portal. So now that we're back at the base, I'm going to grab this iron that I started smelting in this furnace apparently, craft it into blocks, and safely store this in my shulker box of valuables. Now I'm going to quickly unload everything that's in my inventory, also put Swift Sneak 3 under my leggings. I'm now going to head to the end so I can fully repair my pickaxe. Well, everything has now been healed, so I'm going to leave the end, and I've managed to find something here. What is this? And for some reason glass is invisible for me, so that's great. But I have noticed something. Their Fortune 3 pickaxe is very low. I mean, it's literally on 1 durability, so I'm going to give them a gift, which is going to require me to go back to spawn again and take some of my diamonds from my shulker box. I'm now under a stack. That's not going to be great. So now I can buy this guy a mending book. And there should be an anvil here, so I'm going to put this on. And now I'm going to go back to the end and fully repair his pickaxe. Now his pickaxe is as good as new, so I think that's a job well done. So now I'm going to go all the way back to that guy's base, which I think is this one. I might have slightly got that answer wrong, but it is nearby. It's just over this mountain. So now that I'm here, I'm going to quickly cut down a tree, make a quick sign, put the pickaxe back, and I'm going to write him a quick note. So he's gonna have to wait until I release this video to see who it was. But I now have more important things to get to. On last episode, I told you I'd get infinite diamonds. Well, I need to obtain all of these materials, so I'm gonna take an empty shulker box, start filling it with all the needed materials. And I'm gonna start with the hardest things on the list first. It's gonna require some deep slate. And also, oh my goodness, look at this. This This is rare. There is so much deep slate coal here. So let me just grab all of this real fast. And now I need to collect up some gobbled deep slate. So I now have all the polished deep slate I need. So now I can get out of here. And actually, I saw coal ore up here, so I'm going to actually see if I can get any more deep slate coal. And I got one more, so you know what? It was worth it. But now my next plan of action is going to require me to go all the way back to spawn. And I'm going to use some precious diamonds to buy some iron bars, as those are needed for the material list. So now I'm going to work on the sticky pistons and scaffolding. And the sticky pistons might be slightly hard to get, as I need to find a swamp. And on the way I can also grab bamboo, which will be useful for scaffolding. So now I'm going to get to exploring. And in the distance on my travels I have found a jungle temple. I'm going to quickly check it out and find a decently good book. Almost die. Let's not have that happen again. And in here there's nothing useful. But now I can get back on the hunt for a swamp. And I have found a swamp. This is perfect. Now we just need to get the slime. There is our first slime. I'm already up to 24, so this shouldn't be too hard to do. Well, I got a decent amount of slime balls. I'm gonna head home right after I check this ruined portal. I feel like that's one of my main phrases, saying I'm going home. But I can make some of the needed materials now, including sticky pistons, which checks 2 more items off the list. We can also add more riches to our shulker box, and also craft the needed scaffolding. Well, I've now added a couple more things to the shulker box, which gets us just slightly closer. But I now need to head under the bedrock in the nether, because one of the needed materials is a nether brick fence, and I'm too lazy just to craft it. Here we go. Here's one, but I'm gonna take just a couple extra for the road. Now I found a portal, so I'm gonna head on through. Now we can add those to the shulker box. And I'm a complete idiot, I need to get some netherrack. So there we go. I'm doing this in the worst order, but I now need to get lava and powdered snow. So very easily I can get the lava. There's a snowy peaks in that direction, so that is where we're gonna go. I'm truly doing this in the most inefficient way possible. I also just realized I'm gonna need TNT and glass as well. So here we are. Now we just have to look for powdered snow. So we can now add those to the shulker box. I'm also going to quickly grab some spruce wood, which is going to be used to make some spruce trap doors. We will also need some spruce fence gates, which is going to add to the shulker box nicely. And now I'm going to get the rest of these materials, and I'll meet you when I'm done. Alright, and after a bit of time, we have finally got all of the resources that we need. I also went crazy and got a ton of shulker boxes. I even bought some colors. But now I'm going to grab any extra obsidian that I have, and also grab a flint and steel. Hold that thought, we're going to have to make a flint and steel. And for this machine, I'm going to travel through the nether. And now I'm going to travel really far in this direction. And well, this seems like a good spot, so I'm going to build a portal here. And let's see where it takes me. It takes me to the world border. And it's right by a village. This is perfect, so I can get some quick sleep. Now we can properly see what we're working with here. So now it's time for me to go deep underground. And here we are, we have made it into a water cave. That's not good enough though, we need an actual cave. And we have found a cave now, and it has plenty of diamonds, so I might as well mine the ones that I can pick up. Now I need to clear out all of these mobs before I can start working, and not die in the process. So now I need to mine out 2 entire chunks, and we need them to be down to at least -60, so this is gonna take me a minute. Also, can you stop, man? I'm trying to talk to the viewers. So let's get to work. And now that is the entire spot mined out. That took a while, but it was well worth it. So I'm going to empty my inventory into this shulker box. Also grab the materials we need. So now we need to align this thing, and we're going to be using it in this direction. So if I just turn chunk borders on, and now if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks away from this chunk border, and I push down M, and I load up this schematic, it's in the wall. Let's try that one more time. Well, I actually have to learn how to move it real fast, so give me just 1 second. Alright, so this should be the correct placement. After watching the video, I believe it is all in the right spot, so I'm going to quickly take out all of these mobs. Maybe miss an axe crit, but that will not happen for the rest of these mobs. And we do need to quickly mine some space above the machine. Alright, there we go. That should be enough room. So now I am going to get to place in this thing. Or fall. now that should be the entire machine complete. Now right here, we just have to mine this way a little bit, as that is where the TNT will end up going. So now this should be long enough. Hopefully everything goes to plan. So now I'm going to load this chunk of the machine. I'm also going to quickly remove all of these blocks so nothing can get up on them. And one of the most important things how to make one of these is kelp, and I didn't bring any, so hold up just 1 second. And there we go. So now once we throw this, it's actually not deep enough, so hold up just a second. Now once we throw this, there we go, that is the ender pearl stasis chamber ready. We're going to cover that up so nothing can get to it. So now if I've done everything correctly, I'm going to put 17 items in here, which will have the machine run for 3 hours. Is it a risky test? Yeah. Also real quick, need to fix this tunnel, because there has to be a row on this side as well. There we go, that is now done. Now the TNT is going to shoot from the machine all the way down this tunnel. And in theory, there should be a massive tunnel once we get back, so we're going to throw 17 items in here, and then we're gonna get out of here. So there's the TNT. We need to get going right now. It is time for me to get way out of here so we do not blow the machine up. So now this should be far enough away, so I'm gonna sit in this hole for the next 3 hours. Until the meantime, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube. Well, it has been 3 hours, and there's currently no one online right now, which makes this perfect. So we're about to find out if it worked or not, and hopefully it did. I wasted 3 hours of my life AFKing if it did not. But here comes the moment of truth. All right, here we are, and oh my goodness, oh my goodness, the machine has not blown up, that's a good sign. But I'm gonna quickly grab this water, and well, I just went in free cam and it seems to have just stopped at the lava. That's not great, but it did reveal some diamonds. But all the items went through the dropper, and the ender pearl stasis chamber has also remained intact. So I mean, it sort of worked, but I think I'm gonna rebuild it to where it goes this way tomorrow, as it's currently 2 a.m. here. But this is good to see that it's worked. The benefit of the small tunnel is it has opened up some like cave system, which did not get us any diamonds. So I'm gonna tear down this machine and rebuild it facing this way, which means we're gonna have to fill in some water and mine out another chunk. While mining this layer, I found some diamonds, and it's an 8 vein. That's great. That gets us 1 step closer to getting all the diamonds to become the richest player on the server. Well, it's been about a day since I cleared that out, and I've just realized something. The design I was using only does 750 block tunnels now, and it also blows up everything in its way. So basically any diamonds that we got from this were just destroyed. So we have to build a brand new design. So I'm going to quickly disable this ender pearl loader. There we go. So now to build this new one, I'm going to need some ancient debris. I'm also going to use the exact same location, as I already have it all mined out. And for ancient debris, we have to go to the Nether. So now right here, I'm going to dig down to Y level 15. And here's the first piece. Oh, and a second piece. That's good. So now we just need one more for at least 1 module of this farm. I meant to say machine. We can also get a lot of nether quartz whilst we're here. And there is piece number 3. So now I'm just going to do some mining to get some nether quartz. And also some more ancient debris. Let's go. Well, I have 5 pieces of ancient debris, so I think I'm just going to keep going until I can build 2 modules of the farm, and also maybe get some netherite armor. And we have found some more ancient debris. This is great. And it's a 3 vein. That's great. Oh, my pickaxe is about to break. I got 8 pieces. I think that's good for now. I'll be back soon. I also have just realized I don't have a way to get home, so I'm gonna build a nether portal to get out of here. Take that back. We have no wood. Luckily, there's a red forest right up here. I've actually decided it's probably easier just to find a portal that goes above the nether roof. I have found signs of life. Now I just need to find a lit portal. Here we go. We have found a portal. We've actually ended up in Larry's base of all things. So now I'm gonna fly all the way back to spawn. Also chuck out any of this junk that I don't need. So now I can go through this portal, and now we're on the nether roof. So now I'm gonna unload all of the junk in my inventory that I don't need. I also just realized I had a flint and steel in my inventory the entire time. Yeah, I might just be a little slow. Now I'm gonna take an empty shulker box, and this is gonna be where all of the resources that we need for this farm will go. I can also make a netherite ingot. That is a lie. I cannot. You need 4, not 3 netherite scrap. So now on screen should be all of the materials and numbers of the materials that we need to build this contraption. And thankfully, from our other design, we already have most of the resources. So now I'm going to get to gathering the materials that I don't have, which shouldn't be too difficult. Well, I basically have everything I need to build this farm. I'm only missing the dead coral fans and the shroom lights. But first I'm going to head to the end to repair this pickaxe. Well, that is all of my tools repaired. I'm good to go to get the last resources. So first I'm going to get the shroom lights, which shouldn't be too hard to get as we're in a crimson forest already. So I'm going to get to collecting them. Well, we're going to meet Burp to get the coral fans, so I need to meet him at his portal. I just have to remember where Burp is. Am I like blind?
Hello.
Hello there. How's it going? Oh, okay.
There you go. There's
All
more
right.
that away too.
Alrighty, thank you.
You're RB the Explorer.
It's gonna be my new my go-to name now, I guess.
Alright. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, man. Have a good one.
Bye.
See ya. That is perfect. He led us right to them. I just need, I believe, these ones. Yep, those are the right ones. So I'm gonna grab a few extra just in case I need them for future projects. I've gotten half a stack of them. That should be good. I'm gonna get out of here. Now we should have everything to build the machine. So let's head back to our location of building. We've now made it here, but we seem to have a little bit of a situation going on. But now that we're here finally, we are going to remove all of these blocks that are in the way. I've crashed my game, and I tried to do it take two and it also crashed. Well, we're gonna try for a third time to see if it crashes on me. So I'm now gonna try this for one final time, and it works great. So now I'm going to remove all of the things that are in the way, but now we can place our shulker box down and grab the materials. And I'm gonna put a replay of this up while I'm building it. Well, I've actually forgotten wood, so hold up on that time lapse just a second. I always forget something. I've now gotten the sticky pistons so I can continue building. And Rewind Mod has crashed my game again, so we're not gonna get a time lapse for this one. So I'm just gonna build the machine as I go. So I'll be back once the machine is built. I believe I have fully finished the machine. It is a very simple one, of course. But now here comes the moment of truth. Is it going to work? So we just do this and, oh my goodness, it works. Well, I'm gonna sit at this for the next hour and I'll be back and see how many diamonds we got in total. This is going to be fun. Oh my god. Wow, that was a perfect lightning strike. Oh my goodness. Well, it has been a minute. After hours of running this machine, I will reveal how much resources I got. I'm also going to quickly carve out a room so we can place down the shulker box of resources. And now here's the moment of truth. Yeah, I may have went overboard, but we have so much good stuff. I mean, we nearly have a full row of diamond ore. So I'm going to quickly mine this machine up. There we go. So now it's time to head all the way back to our base. And also whilst I'm here, I want to get these amethyst shards. So I'm going to bring out my Fortune 3 pickaxe. I'm going to grab this ender chest before I go through the portal, as I don't plan to come back here. Now comes the painful task of having to fly back to my other portal. But actually, I have an idea. For the first time, I've actually found a ruined portal in the Nether, and it has nothing useful. Here we go, we found civilization. And also the server is pretty popular at the moment. We have now finally made it home. And also the extra ancient debris we have, I'm going to smelt up so I could put it onto my armor. But now let's empty my inventory so we can fill it with diamonds. So now here we go. We're also going to do the same with the redstone, why not? So now we can grab the Fortune 3 pickaxe. So now we're going to start building up. Hopefully this gets me more diamond blocks than Sir Crafts-a-Lot. Oh my goodness, a phantom just hit me off and nearly killed me. Oh my, I nearly ruined the moment. It is now the first row of the diamond ore down. Probably at least one more to go. So I'll see you guys at the bottom. Now all of that nearly got me 9 stacks of diamonds. So let's do it again with the rest of the diamonds. And now here goes pillar 2. And there we go. That is the pillar number 2 completed. And oh my goodness. Yeah, we have a lot of diamonds. So now if I take the diamonds from my riches chest, and if we turn it into blocks, we nearly have 2 stacks of diamond blocks. And you know what? No one on the server knows about it. We also have 2 spare diamonds, but that's not really important. And I've also decided that this is probably a faster way to do this, so I'm just gonna do this quickly with the redstone. And we just hit level 100 for mining redstone. Now that is all of the redstone fully mined. I mean, there's so much, and there's still a ton of it on the ground. And from that, we got 6 stacks of redstone blocks nearly that will go nicely in the shulker box. It's also been enough time that my netherite scrap has now finished smelting, so we can make 3 netherite ingots. And I'm just 1 short, so I'm gonna use the debris that we use for the machine to get full netherite armor, and also use some diamond blocks to make more silence armor trims. There we go, we now have 6 of those, and finally the last netherite ingot that we need. We also need diamonds to make more of these, so just give me 1 second. So now here goes nothing. We're gonna turn everything into netherite, starting with our helmet, our chest plate, our leggings, and finally the boots. And now look at us, full maxed out netherite armor. But I want to put some amethyst onto my armor, and it's gonna be full silence. So we're gonna start with the chest plate. So now we have a full set of silence armor, and I can't lie, this looks pretty good. And I have 105 diamond blocks, and I mean, that has to be a good way to end this video. I mean, come on. It took me a full week to get this far, and most of the work was spent on the old design. Luckily, I figured out it doesn't work in 26.1 like 21.11, so now that is how I secretly became the richest player on the entire server.